Hi, I'm Scott, and 14 months ago I had 4 discs replaced in my head. Yes, 4 artificial discs in my cervical neck region, made of titanium, polyethylene, and chromalloy steel. 4 of them. In fact, I don't know if you can still see the scar or not, but they're in there. And so this video is a 14-month update to let you know how I'm doing and whether I regret the decision or not, or whether I'm happy. And trying to be fully transparent about this, not only as a chronicled log for me, but also for others who might be going through the same thing. This will be hopefully some additional information to help you make your own decisions for your own health situation, knowing that mine is different than yours, is different than other people's. So keep that in mind. So that said, I'm doing pretty well. I am very happy with my neck surgery. I'm really glad that Bernattoli did it in Bogen with ProSpine. I'm glad that I went to Germany. It was unfortunate to have to spend that kind of money. I could have gone after the insurance company to get them to pay for it, but I've just decided for personal reasons not to do so. So that was a downside there, but the experience was very good, and I really would say that if you have a spinal issue that you need to get addressed in some way, you really owe it to yourself to explore that as an option. I'll leave it there. All of my discs are still in exactly the same place that they were put into. X-rays confirm that. Radiology and orthopedic surgery evaluations from third parties are saying that they look good, that the discs are doing exactly what they were meant to do. Experientially, I have full range of motion. The toughest one is that my ligaments on the sides are not fully stretched out yet, even a year later, although they're getting pretty good, actually. They're a lot better than they were the first few months. Left and right, nice full range of motion there, up and down, real good. The only thing that I do find is that if I lean backwards to the right and find just the right spot, I can compress a facet joint against my nerve and cause my fingers to get tingly. So there's a downside there, that the facets are not addressed. They were still not addressed. They don't get addressed by the surgery. In order to address them, you have to go posteriorly through the back and cut through a whole lot of muscle to get there. And I decided that it wasn't worth doing, that I wanted to go anteriorly and fix the discs themselves, and then just deal with that first. So just as according to plan, and just as according to a lot of other reports from folks that have had ADRs, artificial disc replacements, sure enough, I do have some compression still of the facet discs or facet joints, particularly at the bottom of my stack. And when you think about it, the discs were replaced. They restored the height of the original diseased arthritic discs. And that's wonderful because all the nerves that come out from them then were given more space. But that creates a little bit more of a stack pressure on the lowest disc and facet joints. And so all of that means that I stretch constantly, every single day, every single hour even. I'm constantly stretching, reaching over. I don't know if people get tired of me doing this or not. I don't care. I have to keep my neck stretched. I have to keep my posture good because that keeps me from cramping up, from putting pressure on those nerves and causing them to cause muscles to tense up, which then causes me to get even worse. So that's basically my life in a nutshell, is that for about 3 or 4 months at a time, I'm feeling great. I'm on the motorcycle riding 6,500 miles last year down to North Carolina on the Dragon on 129. If you're a motorcyclist, you know what I'm talking about. It's 312 turns and 11 miles. And it is a hoot. It's a blast. And then, riding around dual sport stuff in the dirt and off-road. I even went down once last year on gravel. I was all right. The bike's okay, too. It wasn't high speed, but did fine. Fully geared up, of course. That's the only way that I ride. And, in fact, I just traded about a month ago one of my enduro motorcycle, the only one that I have, for a dual sport motorcycle for an enduro motorcycle. So I sold the DR650 and bought a Beta 350RR, which is going to be a lot of fun in the dirt this spring. If you're not a motorcyclist, I just bored the hell out of you, and I apologize for that. But I am, and it excites me, and it really does. I also apparently still get colds and flus. I have a cold right now. In fact, one of the reasons why I have not recorded this video is that this is my second cold of the winter, and it sucks. And unfortunately, colds and flus tend to make your muscles and your ligaments all tight and inflamed. And sure enough, that's what it's doing, is it's giving me a little bit of the tinglies in the hands again. So every 3 or 4 months, it seems like I'm doing fantastic, and then a cold happens, even if it's just a low grade kind of thing. And then I start to feel like, I don't want to exercise, I don't want to ride, I don't want to work in the garage, I don't want to work on the house, I don't want to help garden, I don't want to do a whole lot of anything. I just want to kind of let it pass. And unfortunately, it takes time to pass. So I'll pause there. The things that I'm doing to help overall myself and my health is that I've switched more to an anti-inflammatory diet. So I'm eating a lot more salmon, a lot more tuna, a lot more fruits and vegetables, a lot more fruits and vegetables. I'm limiting my exposure to smoke and alcohol, to hot, spicy foods. I love hot, spicy foods, but they're also kind of, they can be inflammatory to the system. And trying to reduce the number of colds and flus that I get. But you and I both know that that's only so much that you can control. A lot of stretching, a lot of exercise. I go walk my dog twice a day, and that helps an awful lot. Gosh, my lower back issues are almost gone now because of the walking. Not only strengthens, but also get your whole metabolism going, and it helps. So I'm doing those things. I'm also taking a prescription NSAID. I can't remember what it is offhand. It's not a lot different from Aleve or from ibuprofen, but it does seem to help to take twice a day. And what else? Those are the main things. Again, stretching, exercise, yoga, a little bit of Tai Chi, a lot of stretching, So that's basically how I'm doing. Again, to kind of summarize, I'm really glad that I had the surgery. I'm so glad I had Bertolli do it. It was totally worth the ticket price that I paid. The stress and the grief and the anxiety of traveling to Germany alone and having all that done and then coming back, notwithstanding, that was absolutely the right decision for me. And I'm super, super glad that I did it. And I've also been communicating with other folks that are going through the same thing, that are making the same choices. And it appears to be that's working out really well for them as well. So, like I said in the beginning, you have your own deal. You got to make your own decisions. You got to research your own stuff really well. But hopefully this is a realistic and honest and transparent view of what I'm going through after my surgery. Again, I'm super glad I had it done. I'm a lot more active than I was before. I still am encountering facet nerve issues and some peripheral neuropathy that I'm treating with lifestyle changes. But I'm not letting it get me down, and I'm trying to stay level-headed about it. Because to be honest, to deal with these things, the facet joints is going to be a lot more than, I'm going to need to be pretty miserable, I think, before I do anything surgical with it. So that's that. If you have any questions, feel free to post comments or hit me up for an email and we can chat. But again, good luck. I hope you're doing well. And come on, spring. Come on, warmer weather. Please, I'm so tired of the winter already. I want to ride my bike. See you guys. Bye-bye.